And we are live. Hello. Hi, Parper. How are you?
You know, I feel okay. Oh wait, I need to mute this. My how do I mute?
I don't know. What is it, your
I
TV?
wanted to see the chat. Oh here, let me turn off. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just turn the sound completely down and you should be
Did
fine.
I got it.
Okay.
Use YouTube kind
Yeah.
of.
I have my phone open too. That way, if anyone does come in, I know there's like a bunch of people live right now, which is fine. I'll catch the replay later. But if not, we can just hang out and do plenty chores together like always.
Yeah, people are just like
So
us, and you know,
people are just what?
they might join us during our
Yeah,
plan.
hopefully later. Hopefully later. So we're gonna try to go for about an hour, you said?
Sure, 45 minutes an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. We have a few plants that we're going to repot or that we desperately need to repot. We just haven't gotten around to it. And yeah, I've been technically doing plant chores all day, so I'm not like in the best mood, and also it's just been a hard couple of days, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, to relax. So, anything you want to say before we get started? Do you want to show the roster what we're going to be doing today, or what?
That's what I thought. Yeah. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll mute myself.
I'm
Go for
gonna
it.
do my what do we call this? A crouton? A crouton?
A, a croton. There we go.
Croton? Probably. Anyway, I actually kept this alive. I'm amazed. Usually people kill these, but somehow it's still here, and the roots are pouring out of the bottom of it, so it needs a little bit of rebot. And then I just bought this yesterday. It's an Anthurium pinkley, I think it's how you pronounce it. I kind of think it looks like Star Wars, like a Star Wars ship, or
I'm obsessed.
a
You know,
phallus.
I'm a sucker for finger claw looking plants.
That's why
Obsessed.
I can't get the fingers one. Well, I might get the fingers one later, but yeah. And then this one is desperate. It's desperate for a repot. I set them over here so I wouldn't like knock them over. Um, so this baby I've been staring at for a little bit, and it definitely is desperate because it's like starting to yellow and it's browning everywhere, and it's busting at the seams. So I'm actually want to see what it looks like. And underneath, let's see if I can pull this out. Underneath, the roots are coming out a lot. So I wonder if I can. Maybe we'll try that later. Never mind. And then I have a few more just in case we need more planties to do, but probably 3 is probably going to be enough. I want to stick this actually in a better pot. Oh, this one I need to redo. This is a Hoya. I think it's a Hoya australis. I think that's what this is, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, this is a Calathea musica or mosaica, I think is what it's called. And then I want to stick this one in a real pot because I didn't think it was going to survive. It is a Prince of Orange, and that new leaf is just amazing. I'm trying to put more light on it so you can see the orange. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. And what are you doing?
I was sharing to my Instagram that we're live. That's what
Oh,
I was doing. But I chose 4 plants today, and I think I'm gonna start with the hardest just because I've been putting it off for such a long time. So hear me out. Hear me out. I put this gigantium. Harbor actually sent me like a leaf. I think this is the original leaf of this, and I put it in hydro. This was the second leaf, and I like took a chunk out with when I had like really long nails. And I just kind of wanted to experiment with a plank, but of course, because it's in hydro, it ended up rotting. It did attach to the plank, but I want to put it I'm still debating if I'm going to put it still in hydro or if I'm going to put it into soil or like a very chunky soil mix. And I'm going to put it on a pole because I do want it to like size up. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm still thinking about whether I want to keep it in hydro or not. That's a big boy right there. And then this one is I'm going to be slightly uppotting my squammy. This is the leaves that came out before. And then this is the new leaf right here. It's completely unfurled, so it should be fine. This one's already on a pole, but it barely has any space in here. It's like a pretty small pot. This is just a pot that I got it in, and I just added the moss pole, so I haven't even looked at the soil or anything. I was scared to kill it. This was a present from my husband for Valentine's Day this year. Yeah, this year. So I was like really trying to take care of it. Clearly it's been through some stuff, but it's living, so it should be fine. So I'm gonna pot this one slightly. And then I have this Peru that I put on a lazy pole, which is really dry right now. I think, actually, no, it's not too bad. I put it on a lazy pole, but I'm probably going to leave it on the lazy pole because I don't have two poles made, I don't think. Or I might just put it like on a trellis or something. And then I want to pot it up with this propagation of it to kind of make it a little bit of a bushier plant. Same thing for this Enjoy. I have a little prop of it and then the full plant. So I just want to put them up together. And this one, I don't know, depending on how the roots look, I might leave it in hydro or I might put it in soil. And then I have like another one that I just bought right now. Two more that I bought right now just in case I need more. But I think four should be about right. And I don't know about you, but lately I've been falling out of love with hydro. I don't know what it is, but I have been falling out of love with hydro.
Why?
I don't know. Like I just feel like every time that I repot something in hydro, the roots kind of just like completely fall off, and it's not like I keep them like consistently wet or anything. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to give Leca another go. I actually have two new plants in Leca. They're doing fine so far, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm just kind of like into the chunky soil mix right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird. It's
So,
weird because I've been into hydro for like a year now.
yeah, mostly the whole time. But yeah, going from
Mm,
hydro to soil, you do have to kind of drench the soil at first, but not enough. It's kind of like getting a prop from water prop to putting into soil. You have to water it a little
mm,
extra, but not too much where you rot it. But I understand what you
yeah,
mean. What I've started to do is I take the plant, I unpot it, I rinse off all the roots, and then what I'll do is I'll put it in water, like I'll water prop it and make sure more roots grow, and then I'll go
yeah,
ahead into hydro. Because sometimes if you do just put them directly into hydro, the roots can fall off because it's kind of a little bit of a shock for it. But usually hydro
yeah,
is such a good environment for it that it'll still continue to grow. So yeah, I understand about the whole like roots falling off. So I've been kind of doing a little bit of a mid step of putting it in water propagation and make sure that it can handle that before I
yeah.
put it
Oh, we
into.
have someone. Hi, Carla. We're just gonna be repotting some plants today, and kind of just chit chatting, talking. If you have any planty questions, we're here to answer them. We're just gonna hang out. Like we're just gonna relax, hang out, get some stuff done, and hopefully if you have plants, maybe you can get some of your planty chores done. We're gonna be
Mhm.
here for 45 minutes to an hour because it's been a long day today. So yeah. I think should we just go ahead and get started? I think I'm gonna start with my gigantium just because I know it's the hardest and I just want to get it out of the way.
Good luck.
Thank you. May the odds be ever in my favor, huh?
I'm gonna kind of tilt it a little bit.
I think. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this little thing to depot, and I'm gonna be doing it. Let me see how far I can like angle my computer, and if not, I'll just like out of my phone right now.
Over there. Oh yeah,
If
and I
not,
got
I
pot
will.
from
Uh-huh.
Amazon. They're for African violets, I think is what it said. But it's just
Mm.
like, and it has a big container in it. Here's the.
Those look super sturdy. I
Then
think I'm
I
going
are
to.
very sturdy, and then you can actually pour water into here. It's kind of nice that it has a little, so you don't have to take the whole thing out and fill it up,
Yeah.
which is what I have to do with all of them. But yeah, these are,
Yeah.
I don't know, they're like $10 for 6. Like
That's not bad at all.
I bought two two things of them because I was like, oh my god, I need more. I don't really need more, but
You know what? I usually do the same thing. So, okay. So I think I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to put my phone so I can, like, so you can see what I'm doing.
what do you
But
mean?
go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead and
yeah,
get started. I'm going to remove, like, my face because I can't angle my camera down anymore. So I'm going to use my
I'm
phone
top of my.
to angle it.
Let me.
Um, I should have thought of this since the beginning. Why didn't I? I don't know.
Well, this is our first Repot, so
True story, true story. Okay.
I might have to get a knife to like to get this thing out. I don't know. Oh no! Ooh, it released. Oh wow! Look at that thing. It's a ball of roots. It definitely needed to be repotted. I water this thing so often, even in hydro, that I was like, this thing is drinking. Damn. Ooh. I think I'm going. So what I usually do, if I'm gonna reuse some of the hydro, I look to see if there's any roots in it. Because if there's roots in it, even tiny ones, they can rot, and it can smell, and then you'll think your pot is rotting, but it's not. So usually I rinse it. And sometimes if there was actually root rot in the plant, I'll actually go ahead and boil it for like 10 to 15 minutes. And that usually will kill anything that's in the hydro. But this actually doesn't look too bad. There's little roots here and there, but nothing like horrible. Oh, so my girlfriend, my birthday's coming up in 2 months in August, and the end of August, like August 31st. And my girlfriend is going to be getting me some plants. She was like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, plants. So I want to ask everybody, what plants would you get for your birthday? And maybe I'll get some because I don't know what I want. And I need a little bit of help. I do want the Thai constellation, but that's for our 1,000 follower little gift to each other. So I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Not so bad.
I'm still trying to set myself up. I don't know much about plants, but it seems so therapeutic. It really is. Like it really is. It's helped me a lot with my anxiety and depression. Not a health claim or anything, but it's helped me. So yeah, I'm trying to set myself up still.
I mean, it definitely helps me with I have depression and also I have chronic pain. So it definitely helps me like taking care of something outside of my body. It definitely helps me with that. That's for sure. I don't think this is going to be a huge up pot, but it's going to be more room. No, I'm going to scoop everything out. Let's start over. I want to see if I can pop out the chat so I can see it.
Okay, so I missed some of what you said.
Oh,
can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, awesome. I missed some of what you said, but yes, it also does help with stuff and things. Hopefully I don't know how that looks. This angle is not flattering at all, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it for today. Yeah. So
Trying to be
anyways, I'm
real.
gonna be yeah, I'm gonna be starting with this big boy right here today. This is a Philodendron giganteum. This is the original leaf right here. It was a single node cutting that Harper sent me about a year ago. And now it looks like this. It's ginormous. So I'm going to be checking the roots and also putting it on a pole today. So to depot it, I'm going to be using this here. I don't know how this angle looks, but looks like your mic has been unplugged. That's because I'm on another device, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself because it's probably gonna be super loud.
Can you like have music playing while you're doing this stuff? I don't know how that works. There's not like complete silence when we're not talking.
I'll check right now if I can do it from the computer. But that was definitely too big of a vessel because this is the root system right here. And there's no roots in the vessel. So that was definitely too big. That was just me being a newbie plant mom, not giving my plant way too much space. I'm pretty sure that if I had given it like a smaller vessel, it probably would have grown better.
Hydro's a
So
little. You can actually put it in a larger one and rot it too bad.
yeah.
Yeah, if you do soil, and I think that's where you can. The soil stays
Okay,
moist.
so that actually came off pretty easily. There's some roots left on the plank, but nothing too crazy.
That's a leaf.
Yeah, but it has a pretty decent root system, and it's not like rotted or anything.
This
Let me
baby
try to
is
take off.
wasn't too.
That looks really cute. That looks
Yeah,
really, really cute.
in the terracotta. I do like terracotta, but I like it better in this. I think it's cute.
Yeah. That's adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna be pulling off the. Oh, this is an arrow root. I almost pulled that off. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just like any dry parts or anything. This is a pretty good root system.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it in hydros. This is doing well. And I am gonna be chopping off this yellow leaf. I don't do yellow leaves or imperfect leaves. I am very much a leaf cutter and a root trimmer. So yes. So this looks pretty good. I mean, some roots came off, but they're not like mushy or smelly or anything like that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave him in hydro. And yes, I give my plants pronouns. I am one of those weirdos, unfortunately.
Well, plants are living, so they're a little bit different.
Yeah. So Damn, that original leaf is hanging on for dear life. Like,
They do last a long time, like the leaves. I think about
yeah.
2 years one time.
Yeah. Okay, so I think if you hear my husband die in the background, I promise you he's fine. Um,
Dang, look at that.
whoa.
That's what was growing out of the bottom. I don't know if I can.
Wowza.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Okay, so I originally thought that I was gonna put her into soy. You know what? I don't like the way it looks. Let me switch back to my computer because it's like really slow. Or how does it look on your end? Does it look fine on your end?
It's a little slow, but I wasn't sure if it was
It's a
me.
little slow. No, it's me. Let me switch back to my computer. I'll just show the stuff. Hold on. BRB.
Okay. Leave me alone, why don't you? I'm really wondering how bad this is.
Okay, I'm back. Did you mute yourself?
No?
No?
I can hear you.
Dun dun dun.
Do you want me to...
Okay, wait.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
And DC thinks that she's the queen of technical difficulties. Okay, one more time.
I wonder if I can get this out of here.
Can you
hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You want me to come back out and come back in?
Yeah, let me try.
Oh, I said me, but she can. I think this whole thing is roots. Can everybody hear me? I think there's nobody in the chat anymore. It's like birthing a baby. It's not coming out very well. I think this is one of my first rare plants that I've ever gotten. So it's a Calathea.
I've been talking to myself for the past 2 minutes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. But look, this looks way better.
It's starting to come in clear in just a second.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was saying before that I was gonna put him in here, but this one has a drainage hole. So like this one has a drainage hole, so I think I'm gonna put a different cover pot, but I am gonna put her still in the same put him in the same thingamabob, the same
Rocks.
inside pot. Yeah. The same nursery pot. Yeah, and I'm also going to reuse the same medium because there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like gooey or anything.
I think I got it out. I was saying it's like birthing a baby.
Look at those roots. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Why is my gigantium trying to report our stream?
Who's trying to report?
The gigantium. Damn, shorty.
Who's trying to report us, man? What did we do to you?
It's my gigantium.
We've been nothing but nice to you, gigantium. I think it's so cool that I have a gigantium and you have a part of my gigantium. It's like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, me too. We get to share plant babies.
Root is gonna.
Okay, so I kind of wish that pot was clear, but it's not. So we're just gonna work with it. I'm just gonna use the same medium, and I'm gonna. I should probably add some chunky perlite into this since I have some.
Oh, dude, I think it was trying to grow out at the bottom of it. It has like a tuber in the bottom of it.
What?
Yeah, it's like a baby tuber.
That's wild.
Like little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's stuck. It's, yeah, it's the shape of a square. All right. Let's see. This was when I just started hydro, so I don't even know if there's like what is going on in here. This is all like lava rock, I think this is. I don't know what
I
else.
was about to show like my medium. My medium is it's pebbles, sea pebbles. I think they're what it's called. Pollen, perlite, and some leca. So basically anything like random leftovers they're thrown in here. I am going to be adding some chunky perlite, like a scoop or two of chunky perlite to this. And also because I have it and I want to try it, I'm going to be adding a little bit of vermiculite. I've heard a lot of things about vermiculite. I know Harper doesn't like it, but I want to try it out and I bought it, so I'm going to use it as whatever. You know, let's just see what happens. So I think I'm going to add about 2 scoops of chunky perlite and maybe like half a scoop of vermiculite just to err on the side of caution.
Yeah, start off with little because it does retain a lot of moisture. That's the only thing I'm not really. Oh, there's still like in here. There's soil in here. Oh no.
I think vermiculite would probably be good for like begonias and calatheas, no?
Yep. Totally.
Okay, so I'm adding like a strainer full of chunky perlite into here. Wet it or wear a mask, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. I just don't know where my planting mask is right now.
Oh, do you want to tell people before the stream?
Do I want to tell people what? Oh yeah, I was trying to hunt down a Jacqueline, a alocasia Jacqueline, because I'm in this local plant group and everybody's finding them at like Home Depot, and so I was like, I'm gonna go on the hunt because I've been wanting one. That's one of my wish list alocasias, even though again alocasias hate me with a passion. So I'm gonna add like this much vermiculite into this whole bowl of this is a quarter cup maybe, yeah. What's it called? Oh, I thought I heard my son like right here. I was like, sir, why are you creeping on me? Yeah, so I saw that like a handful of people have gotten Jacqueline's just at like Home Depot, and I was like, I'm gonna go hunting. So I drove like 25 minutes to the bougie side of town, and I actually did not find one, but I did find a variegated opuntia. I think that's what it's called, a cactus. I have one already, but it's a green variegated with the light green variegation, and I actually found the green one with the white variegation for $6.
Mm-hmm.
$6. So I got that, and I also got a zigzag cactus, which I've been wanting for a while. And then Harper, yeah, I did get it. And then Harper wanted a succulent, like a variegated succulent that I got, but I think I killed mine. Oh no, it's right there. But I couldn't separate it, I think, or something. So I got Harper that one. Well, she got it. She got it for herself. I'm gonna ship it from here today. But yeah, I'm also gonna send them a zigzag cactus and a piece of the opuntia. Okay, so this is what that looks like. Pretty chunky.
That's
Nice
good.
and chunky. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pot it up. Oh, and for my pool, I already have my pool made. This one was for another plant, but I ended up not using it. These are all materials from the dollar store except for the chicken wire. We'll be showing y'all how we each make our moss poles here soon. So usually what I do to the bottom of this, instead of putting the same medium, I put in pebbles in here so it's heavy and sturdy. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to mute myself because it's pretty damn loud, but I'll
Yeah,
try to show you what I'm doing.
I need to go get a bowl of water, so I'll be right back because this has soil in it and I need to rinse it. I feel like I'm playing in mud. Oh, I covered myself. I'll be right back. Bowl of water. Let's do... Oh yeah, I could use this.
Okay, so the seed pebbles are to kind of weigh it down a little bit and make sure it stays sturdy. If you are using hydro, you might also want to, I guess I could show you how I do that too. You might also want to zip tie the pole to the side of the nursery pot. So what I do for that, just to add some more sturdiness, and I am so unorganized today, I'm so sorry. What I do usually for that is I'll just grab like a hole puncher and I'll just go as deep as I can in the pot. Wait, is it like this or like that? Like this, I think. So I go as deep as I possibly can. You can't see in the pot, and then I just make a hole, and then I make another one like a couple inches away. So that's the separation, and then you could just get either some wire or some zip ties, which is what I'm going to be using today. Just some zip ties. These are like the smaller ones. I haven't been able to get my hand. I usually get my stuff at like Dollar Tree or a 99-cent store, and I haven't found like the bigger ones. So I'll probably have to use 2 or 3 of these here. So I'm gonna put in my pole. Yes, that just happened. It's okay. There's only a couple of pebbles, and I have some right here. So I'm just gonna refill it back up. So I'm going to be laying, if you hear my husband dying in the back, I promise he's fine. I'm going to be putting my pole in like this, and then I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to zip tie it.
I think I can step.
Can you see? Probably. Okay. I'm just going to, I'm going to put those 2 zip ties together first, I think. Not my kid and his dad arguing in the back. Love that for us. So I'm going to do this. And I'm gonna. I'm gonna need another one actually.
I'm not sure how.
Oh no, I should be fine with these 2. Some of the pebbles are coming out. That's completely fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, all of them came out. Oh, this is such a great tutorial. I love this for me.
It's our first one. It's okay.
I know. Okay, so
I'm still working on trying to separate, and it's taking for. I feel.
Okay, so I lost some of my pebbles. So I'm just gonna fill it back up, which the ones that fill on the top. Okay. All right, so what I think I'm actually going to be doing is, I should have done that before. Okay, I'm just gonna take 2 zip ties, just because these are the little ones and they can't reach. And what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can show you. I'm gonna lay my pole like this. Lay my pole like this, and then I'm gonna grab. There's holes on the sides of my moss poles to where I like zip tie them together. So what I'm gonna be doing is zip tying them through the top this time. I'm just gonna put it through the nearest hole punch, and then I'm gonna zip tie it to the side.
That's
and
really good.
It's kind of far, but there you go. There you go. And honestly, I can probably get away with just doing one on this one because it's laying like pretty well. So just zip tie it through the top instead of through the side. Usually I do it through here, but that looks pretty good. So that's fine. We'll do that. And then I'm just going to fill about 1 inch maybe with my medium, and if there's any gaps, I'm gonna spank it. I'm gonna. Do you remember that reel? What was it?
Was it from?
Let me slap that butt or something like that. Let me slap that butt. Let me. It was like a little song. Hey Sonia, how long have you been here? We're so into what we're doing. What?
I said it's hard to chat when your hands are deep in mud.
Oh yeah. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my plant in next to the pot, and next to the pole, and before I continue filling it up, I'm going to strap it down. Hi, Leo.
Hi.
Hi, baby. What you doing up still? Where's Daddy? In the room? You go Mimi's? You're gonna be like, no, go Mimi's. So usually I strap it, but I find it easier to get maybe like some hair clips. So like, just to make sure that's exactly where I want it before I struggle with like a strap, or usually I use like the tomato, the one that's for tomatoes, the Velcro, this Velcro here, or even like some wire or just whatever I have on hand, honestly. But what I'm gonna do is take this clip. Oh, all right then. Why do I have all of the pebbles under my boots? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to show you, is I'm gonna grab the clip and I'm gonna clip a couple of the petioles to the pole exactly where I want it to sit. And this way it's like easier to strap it down. It's easier to make sure that's exactly where I want it. And it's just a lot less like bulky. So wrong side. Okay, so I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see. Ma'am, get out of the way. So you can see that I just kind of like clipped it onto the chicken wire. And Amber, hi plant babe. So yeah, that's what I do, and this is what it looks like right now. So I haven't filled it up the rest. It's just like clamped on, making sure that's where I want it to sit, and then I'm gonna fill up the rest of it. And Leo's back here living his best life like always.
I think I almost did.
You almost got it? Yeah, buddy.
And this might be my worst tonight.
Yeah, I need to repot a couple of mine too. You should do it with us right now. You should be a guest one day. we can all just chat and repot.
Yeah.
Don't forget to smack that butt, y'all, whenever y'all repotting so that everything sits in there well.
Settles, you know.
Yeah. Or you can also use like a chopstick or something to like poke the medium a little bit and make sure that everything's like in there well, which I'll probably do. Where is my chopstick? All right. The little skewer. And then I'm just gonna other way, kind of poke it around a little bit gently. You don't want to mess it with any of the roots. Just kind of pokey, poke, and fill it up all the way to the top. With these hydro ones, I like to do a very top layer of just pebbles because it weighs them down and keeps them in place. That way, if they tip over or whatnot, it's harder for my plant to just completely fall out, which is why I do the zip ties as well, because you just never know, okay? When you have little kids and stuff, you just never know. I'm about to shower and go to bed. I worked all day. I'm sleepy. Oh, yeah. Get some rest. Please go get some rest. And also, fuck that job.
Right?
I know that's your job, but fuck that job.
Yeah, that's miserable. But I used to work.
Yeah. I'm definitely down for the next plant party. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just taking some regular schmegular pebbles and topping like I don't have any like new growth coming in. All of my growth is like above the medium, so it should be fine. If you have anything with like corms or whatever, you don't want to do this because it'll be too heavy and the corms won't come out and they'll rot inside. Unless you have like a clear vessel so you can kind of like keep an eye on them. But even then.
Come out of the top of it and actually live.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe.
Okay.
Yeah, usually the corms.
Usually the corms what? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no. Usually the corms do rot in hydro. That's the only thing that's bad about it. But look at the baby. Oh, this way. Look at the baby tuber.
There's a little baby potato right there. Oh.
I'm just trying to get all the
pollen and stuff from out of my crotch.
It's not that channel, but
I know. I know, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna use one of these little things here. And now I'm gonna strap it down and like style it however I want. And this is why repotting takes me 25 years.
I know.
Because I'm just like, I want it to look perfect. I want it to look beautiful. So I think in this case, I have enough clips to just use clips. I don't think I need to strap anything down. I might put some plastic wrap around the very bottom of the thing where I have aerial roots. But for the most part, I think I should be able to get away with just doing, like, styling my plant with clips. And it's going to look a little funky right now because it's going to have to, like, grow into this hole. And also it'll face the light once it gets situated.
That's Leo's favorite.
Huh?
I said no is Leo's favorite word.
Oh yeah, Leo's favorite word is no. But he's polite about it. He says like, no, thank you. So I guess that's a win. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let this one go. And put this one up because it's bigger. Also, you don't want to strap down any incoming leaves just because that's where your next leaf is coming from and you don't want to like mess with it too much. Babe! Why is he fighting? He's like, no, Leonardo. He's telling himself no. So I guess that answered my question. He's fighting with himself. Great.
Wonder what's happening.
Yeah, same. Okay, I think this looks pretty good actually.
I'm gonna clean
Okay.
this.
So this is what I got. Again, it's gonna face the light again and everything. I'm gonna put a little bit of plastic wrap right around the base right here to make sure that when I wet my mouse pool, these aerial roots here go back into the pool instead of the plank that they were on. So I'm gonna just get regular schmegular plastic wrap. And just wrap it around. Oh, before I do that though, I'm gonna spray the pole a little bit and then I'll water it. Oh, yes, I did. I'll water it through after the stream. I just wanted to. I am making a mess over here. I just don't want it to be hydrophobic whenever I'm gonna water it through. So I'm just gonna take like a regular spray bottle, water bottle, and just give it a few spritz. Also, like he's having a good time. At least he's not like upset. He's been upset all day today. He had a bad day today, so at least he's partying. Okay, and then I'm just going to just make a little bowl. Put it on and I'm going to make a bowl on the back. Oh. Did I just tear that? I sure did.
What did you tear?
The plastic wrap. It's okay. I should have enough still to do this. Can't believe I'm still on plant number 1. And we're like 50 minutes in. Are you shitting me right now? Oh, God.
Is
okay,
that really?
So here.
I have never myself, but apparently this takes a long. The hobby takes forever, doesn't it?
Okay, that's it for today. Okay, bye. I'm joking. No, so this is the. See you. So this is the first plant. Does it look a little loopy? Yeah. Does it bother me? Also, yes. But this is gonna have to do for now.
I wonder. Yeah, this is gonna be way too small. No.
Okay, I think I fixed it the way it was standing. So this looks pretty. This looks legit. Look at me. And look at that new leaf. That looks pretty good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Planty person. It is a Anthurium. What is it? Pinklei, something like that. I don't really know. Anthurium names are very difficult to pronounce. Anyway, but like the pot says $88. I did not pay that much for it. I paid $25. So she must have bought this at like the peak time of buying Anthuriums. But it looks like she put like sphagnum moss around the top so the roots will go down into the pot, which is a good idea. Just the way they did this is just a little confusing. It's like 2 pots on top of each other. People can do that, but I'd rather just put it in a deeper pot. And sphagnum moss, getting sphagnum moss off of roots is kind of awful. I have sphagnum moss on top of some of my Anthurium roots, but it's just kind of like on the top of the crown just to have enough moisture for them to go down to lead them back down. It's not like surrounding them, so it's not going to be too hard to get it off. So yeah. What are you potting up now? Or what are you repotting? Oh, you're squamming? Is that what that is? Yeah. I just finally realized yesterday that I have the parents. So I have a Florida Beauty Green. And so it's just plain green. It doesn't have any variegation or anything on it. But I also have the other one. But anyway, it's one of my favorite plants. And I wanted the parents of it. And the parents are the squamniferum, which is that one that she's showing. That looks good. And then the pedatum, which I actually put on Instagram, I think yesterday. And I was like trying to get the parents forever. And I finally just realized that I had the parents. So now I'm excited. I want to pot them all three together. Don't you think?
Yeah. So this one's actually growing into the pole.
You're going to leave it on the pole, right?
Yes, I'm just potting it up in a slightly bigger device. Okay, in a slightly bigger pot.
Hey,
a slightly bigger device, and I'm not really gonna mess with the roots too much because I, for some reason, thought that I never repotted this into my own soil, but this is pretty chunky, and it has leca and pon in it, so this might be my, like, here you can see a piece of leca. So I think this is my mix. So I'm just gonna take it how it was and then just top it off with new soil. And I'm gonna be putting it in this little pot here from the 99-cent store. Oi! From the 99-cent store. And then for the air pot, I'm just gonna use, this is a food container with a lot of holes for aeration and to prevent the root rot because I am terrified of the root rot. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mute myself. Oh, let me see if we can play music. Hold on. I'll mute myself and try to see if I can.
Yeah.
If I can do it.
So it looks like when she put sphagnum moss in there, it actually did rot off 2 points on it. So probably wouldn't do that again. It was probably too much moisture for too prolonged periods of time. But that's like, I hear music. So I'm trying to get all the rot off. Rotting isn't like gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the plant, but it's not like, it's not gone. It's not a goner. Yeah, so it's sphagnum moss. Oh geez, this thing's like leaning. It's sphagnum and leca, which you can do. But usually the leca is on the bottom and the sphagnum is on top of it. So this is a little interesting. And there's not that much leca on it at all. I don't know why.
Okay, so Carla asked the question, how long does it take for all the plants to be done? So listen, I like to take my time. Usually I put aside like 1 or 2 hours to repot things. Right now, we said that we were going to go for like 45 minutes to an hour, but I think we're doing pretty well. So I'll keep going until Harper doesn't want to anymore. I got to get this done regardless. Yes, baby.
Alcohol.
The alcohol. Here. Put it back.
Where's the big bottle?
It should be in this place on the cabinet, baby. He's trying to check his sugar and misplaced his little alcohol spray bottle. What's I saying? Oh, we like to take our time. I usually like put on a show or something, or like we're FaceTiming with Harper whenever we're doing planty chores. But as you can see, I have a lot of plants back there.
I as well. Well, this is very interesting, I have to say. This plant. So it's grown from a chunk. I think it's rotted, the whole chunk. So that what it grew off of right here. And then it grew itself off of here. And then it's just been like, there's so many different, nodes? There's so many different internodes in there. Like, you can chop this up in a million pieces and start But I think this is totally rotted.
Oh, that came off pretty
Yeah. The bottom.
pretty quickly. Can you hear the music?
What? I can hear music.
Can you hear it? Yeah, can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay, okay. Do you like that one?
Yeah, it actually sounds pretty good. I'll
Okay.
you.
Okay. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna keep going. Really? What are you gonna say? He's sucking up the helium from some balloons.
Like and subscribe. Hi, Daddy.
Do it again.
Like and subscribe. What, Leo? What do you want? What do you want?
What is Leo?
Careful.
He's just looking at him like, oh my gosh.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no more. Oh, I got dizzy.
No more, no more. Don't teach him how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and keep going. That was hilarious, though.
Yeah, and some of the roots are rotted, so she was overwatering this thing. I mean, it still grew. It still grew these leaves, so I mean, it's not like it was neglected too bad. This one's rot. This one's coming off, but you can still keep it for a while. You would chop this one off, but I'll keep it for a little while until it gets a little bit worse. But yeah, I think I might cut this to make it two plants, because right now, like, this is its own individual plant and this has its own root system. So I think I could totally wet stick it. Wet stick means there's no leaves on it, and you stick it in either, you can do moss. I like perlite. So Karina does chunky perlite. I just do the regular perlite, and that's where I do all my props out of. It seems to be very successful for me, and nothing really rots. I mean, some of them rot, of course. That's just kind of the name of the game, but not all of them. I'm gonna go get some scissors to chop off some of these rotted roots. I can not hurt leaves. Okay, I'll be right back. Scissors in here, actually. No. No. Okay, so let's see if I can get a close up of this. So if you can see, the oldest leaf comes off of this part. So I'm going to cut underneath there to kind of turn this into a wet stick, because this already has its own roots. So it'll be just fine. And also this part was kind of rotting anyway, so what I'm going to do. And the internodal spacing on this thing is super close. These scissors are obviously not made for this. Also, always clean your scissors before chopping stuff up, because you can transfer viruses. And how do you know your plant has a virus? I don't know. I've never had one that had a virus before, so I'm not sure. There we go. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like now. It still has tons of roots left, so it should be. And it will probably go through a little bit of a shock, which is totally okay. I'm used to doing that to plants. Plants are a lot bigger than you think they are. So, like, I've cut off all of something's roots and got it to grow back. So, yeah. So right now I'm just cutting off all the rotted roots because it was overwatered a lot. you can, like when you buy something, you can check the root system like beforehand. But it's like if the plant looks pretty happy, you're kind of like, it's probably okay. That's me. But yeah, if you're a new plant parent, I definitely try to take the pot off or ask them if you can see the roots. And if they say no, that's a little sus. Don't do that. All right. And all I'm feeling for is the roots so anthurium roots are really thick and white. And when they turn brown like this, brown and mushy, and they fall off very easily, obviously that's a rotted root. And you just want to cut a little bit above the brown part. And then it should be fine. Okay. And you also want to take off any like old debris or leaves or anything like that, because that can also cause rot. And another thing with rot is if you have something like this and then you pull it, like just you don't have to pull it really hard. But if you pull it and it kind of like a sheath falls off with it, it's rotted because it has like the center of the root kind of will show. It's kind of it's like very skinny compared to the actual root. I don't really know what that part of the root is called, to be quite honest. And I'm definitely going to put this back in sphagnum moss because that's what you do, this chunk. But not overwater it, obviously.
Okay, so my squammy is done. This is what it looks like. This one was pretty easy because I didn't have to do much to it. I did put some pebbles, and usually I put some pebbles for like stabilizing kind of situation back here behind the pole, but I don't like to put it everywhere like on top of the soil because it can rot. Like it can stay too wet and it can rot. In my opinion, at least in my experience, that's what has happened. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I might put like a little tiny bit more soil in the front here.
You can't see me, no, but
Huh?
they can't see me.
No, baby. But for the most part, it's done. Also, I didn't mix some Osmo coat into my soil mix already. So that's for fertilizing. So I don't need to do anything. And it was recently watered. It was watered a couple days ago. So, and the roots were still pretty wet, so I'm not going to water it. I'm just going to leave it. The soil is pretty moist. It's not, I hate that word. The soil is pretty moist already, so I'm just going to leave it. It should be fine for like a week or so, but I'm not adding any more moss either because I feel like for what? I'll add it as it needs it. But this is a swami. It's looking beautiful in this little pink pot. What, baby?
Are you gonna be okay? So how you know a pot is the correct size for the plant is the root system, not how big your leaves are. Like these have pretty big leaves. You're like, oh, it probably needs a big pot. No, you want the fit in here, just like this. See if I can show.
You froze for a second, or was it me?
I think you're freezing because you're a little glitchy, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really sure how this all works, how the plant. So it looks the root system is just inside of there, and they're touching the outside, which is perfectly fine. You don't want like a bunch of room, but you want it to be a big enough pot to actually support the plant. So I mean, if the plant but the rocks I'm putting it in, or putting inside the rocks in here, they're gonna definitely support it because it's a heavy medium. It's not like soil. Soil is pretty light, so it might fall over because of the leaves, but it won't. Where's my...
Okay, now I don't know which one to do next. I'm thinking I might reuse this pot for the you need a walk by?
Yeah, I need to go to the shirt.
Oh, go put on a shirt. Sorry. I think I'm gonna reuse this pot for the Peru. because I really like this pot here.
It's a good pot.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it in here, I guess. And there was no rot or anything, so I'm gonna leave it. Usually I wash it out, but right now I'm too lazy to get up and wash it out.
There, if I don't
But
like
you do
it.
whatever you want with your plants, okay? Okay.
You take the risk.
It's up to you if you want to risk it to get the biscuit or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I'm gonna pot up the two Perus. This one is propping in perlite, and this one has been in soil. I'm pretty sure this is super root bound. Yep. Look at them roots.
All right, here it is.
That is super cute. Super cute.
Yeah. You want to put the
You know,
crap a little bit below, just so all the roots will go down. Eventually grow.
I was remembering right now that I tried to prop that one chunk of crystallinum. Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
And it like rotted on me. Okay, those are some pretty good roots there. There doesn't seem to be any rot or anything. This is actually pretty good. This is pretty good chunky soil. There's nothing. I hadn't potted it up that long ago because it's a pretty small vessel. So I think I'm going to reuse the same soil again because I don't like to be wasteful. That's one thing about me. I don't like to be wasteful at all. So I reuse as much as I can, like as many containers as I can. And I'm going to leave it in this lazy pole. So this pole, how I made it is I just cut a piece of plastic. And then I made some little rings with the same plastic, and you can like adjust these, move these around a little bit. But the whole front part is open. And eventually I'll put it on a like normal moss pole. How am I going to do that after the roots grow in here? I don't know. I will cross that bridge when I come to it. But I did put like a little dowel in the back of it to kind of like stab it into the soil and make sure it has some stability. So yeah, let me depot the one in perlite. Right to here. And usually I like to squeeze a little bit and then pull it out. I'll mute myself.
Oh yeah, either way. Okay, so my next one is the Prince of Orange, which is, I'm pretty sure, one of my top 5s, just because it comes out like this. You can't really tell on screen, but this is a orangey bright red. Like it looks fake, is how beautiful this is. I don't know the parents of this. I should actually look that up because maybe I want to own parents now. I like to do that. I like to own the parents of things. Anyway, so I completely rotted the whole root system. Literally, there was not a speck of a root on there. That's why this leaf is a little wonkadoodles. This one's a little weird. So they're all hanging in there. But this is how big it started out with. But it didn't fall off. So I mean, couldn't have been that bad. Anyway. So, and it now has an actual full root system. I just put it in this cup real quick because it was in 100% humidity in my little like prop box. They're just like clear, like a Sterilite container. And it was in 100% humidity, and I was like, okay, it definitely has a root system. It's doing really well. It's growing leaves. So I'm going to take it out, and it did completely fine. Usually there's a little bit of a transition period, but there wasn't. So now I want to put it in a pot that I want to look at instead of is this an old coffee cup? No, this is my old Calathea. It says Calathea something on it. Usually I also keep old coffee cups. So if you get coffee and it says Harper on it or something, just keep it and put your plant in it. That's what I say. Because food containers, keep it, put your plant in it. I wonder if this will fit. Let's see. doing, tiny man? Oh, he was getting a toy. Alright, so I'm just gonna reuse the medium then. Yeah, and do the same thing that Karina was doing. You kind of crunch it around a little bit to loosen the roots up. Hopefully the roots come open. Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, it fits. And this is also a really good time when you repot, is to take off all like the old leaves and I don't know what these are called. The little shoots it comes out of. The leaves. I never learned the name.
I think it's the sheaf or the shifts or the something.
Yeah, probably sheath.
Yeah. So you know how you were laughing at me earlier because I apologized to a plant? Thank you, baby. Leo just apologized to his toy car.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, so I think this one's good. I'm also going to add a little bit of pebbles behind the little pole just to give it a little bit of stabilization. I think that's how you say it. So I'm just going to fill it back here. Try not to make a mess and fail miserably at that. But this looks pretty good, actually. Look at that. I don't know why I picked this yellow color for the pole, but you know. And this one is a little bit dry, and one of them was on hydro, so I am going to spray down the pole and also water it. I already have some water mixed with a little bit of Super Thrive. I water all my plants with Super Thrive, especially my propagations. It just works for me. A lot of people like to... Did you guys learn as you went? Yes, most of the things that I know is because of Harper, to be honest. I'm not trying to kiss butt, but like, because of Harper. Harper basically lives here with us. They have taught me a lot of really useful information about plants. But I definitely have learned a lot of, like sometimes Harper will be like, I would do this if I was you. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do this instead. So there's definitely a lot of like learning with mistakes and whatnot. So yeah, I think I have, I've gotten a lot of help, but I have learned a lot by myself too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I interrupted you. All my planty information from the Swedish plant guys. I'm not saying Sydney, the Swedish plant guys. They decorate rich people's houses, and so they've been doing it for 20 years. They have so many informative videos. It's not even funny. They're like how to buy a new plant. Here's how you check the roots. Here's how you take off the pot. Here's how you water it. Here's how you know if the leaves are this way, it's this way. So they just, and every single one of their videos has like in the title, that is what it is. And it's simple, it's to the point. And that is really how I learned a lot of the science behind plants. But also at the same time, I wing it. I'm like, because I wanted to do hydro one day because I was so sick of dealing with soil that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do hydro. And I killed a lot of plants, but not too many. Definitely begonias. Begonias do not like to transfer from soil into pond. It's better just to clip them and grow them from a propagation. But yeah, so it's kind of like a little bit of both, but definitely I love science of plants. And I do watch Karina's videos and cringe sometimes and go, is it okay? Is it okay? Anyway, so here's this baby all done up. I'm going to clean off the leaves and everything. It's been going through a lot, so I kind of didn't care what the leaves look like. But yeah, now that it's giving me new new life. I'm excited. This is literally my favorite plant.
I remember when I first started buying like rarer plants, I would come home straight from a lot of my plants are from like Home Depot and Lowe's. I just recently, like a few months, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, started buying more like nursery priced plants. And so I remember Harper cringing whenever I would come home and be like, I just bought it and I just repotted it. And they'd be like, what? No, what do you mean? Give it time to acclimate. Like, you should have given it a few days, blah, blah, blah. Like, isolate it. And I was just like, no, I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it now. And so I definitely have unalived a lot of plants, like a lot, like entirely too many plants that I now regret. And but the thing is about me, I don't give up on a plant. So if like something like one of my plants just like decides it doesn't want to live anymore because I am like abusing it and stuff, um I will keep like to the last node and I'll throw it in a prop box and then I'll forget that I have it, and then when it gives me babies I'm like, oh my god, you're still alive. So it's definitely very satisfying in that way. It just happened in the video that we uploaded before this. I didn't know that I had alocasia aslinii corm. Like, I remember putting up some corms, but I didn't remember like if they grew or not, or like if I threw them out or what. Like, I didn't remember. And now I have a tiny baby aslinii, and that freaking thing. The thing with alocasias, especially from like Home Depot and Lowe's, is that they are very underwatered and overwatered at the same time. So 9 times out of 10, when I bring an alocasia home, it dies on me because I try to treat it with care and it's used to not being treated with care, and it just says bye bye. So I take my chances, but most of the times I can find corms and I can save some aspect of the plant. So I definitely have learned a lot. I learned that light is very important. I learned that air circulation is very important. I didn't think that air circulation is as important as it was, but it is. And currently I don't have a fan, but I have little fans that I just like move around and like let them sit for a couple hours in one place, let them sit for a couple hours in another place, and like just kind of move them around. And at the beginning I didn't know, so that's why a lot of my plants were rotting, because they weren't having the proper aeration or the proper amount of light, and I was just like watering and watering. Anyways, look at this beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, she looks like a plant again.
It looks really good.
Yeah, this one Leo dropped it, my mother plant, and it just said, no, I'm done with you. Like, you let your child drop me, I am done with you. And some of the leaves are a little bleached because I was propagating it, so I had it like pretty close to the light. But I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way it looks bleached because the veining is a lot more prominent. So I really like the way that looks. But yeah, this is a new leaf, and then it's pushing out a new leaf here too. Yeah.
This one I actually had greenest clipping. That's why it was all kind of, so I had to repot it. But look at the little babies. They're so cute. I think Hoyas, they're becoming both of our favorites, but we also like cactus right now. Cacti, whatever you want to call it. But the little tiny babies it starts out with, also anthuriums start out with little tiny babies, and they just grow and grow and grow and grow, and you're like, is it gonna stop? Is this gonna stop? This is amazing. And it's just so cool. I don't know, I love it when things like have little babies. Also taquitos, we call them little taquitos, and when they unwrap they kind of scare you, so that's kind of fun because you'll be watching TV and you'll be like you're like you're on mute.
I just said taquito.
Taquito.
Taquito. So yeah, the other day I was telling Harper that it was like 2 a.m. or something, and I was sitting here like doing something for YouTube, or I don't remember what I was doing, and I just heard ba-da-ba-da-ba, and it was this bitch right here. She was like flying, trying to fly away. I don't know what she was doing, but I was like, ma'am, could you not? It's 2 a.m. Chill. And it was like, I'm gonna do what I want. And then it did it again, and I was like, Okay, but these prayer, I didn't get too scared. I'm very scared when it comes to like creepy stuff, so I scare very easily, like very, very easily. So I freaked out for a second, but then I remember that these plants are notorious for moving, and I was just like, okay, it was just her. She was just over here like talking shit, but she'll be fine. Okay, I'm on to my last one, so I'm gonna be putting these two together, and I think depending on how the roots look, I might or might not leave them in hydro.
I have no idea what this plant is called because this is one of the babies I bought from the Greenscape, not an ad. But anyway, I bought 4 babies from them, so this is what it's like. I repotted it. So what happens when you repot it, when the leaf isn't really hardened yet, it kind of comes out all crinkly. It doesn't look all nice like this leaf. So that's kind of like it's a risk. Let's just say that.
Okay, so this one has some good roots. They're very dry, but they're good roots nonetheless. They're not like bone dry. There's some moisture to them, but definitely way drier than I would like. So yeah. I think I'm gonna pot it. Sir, who are you laughing at? I'm telling you, that kid be freaking me out.
Well, doesn't he have a friend?
Yes. I mean, he hasn't talked about LOL scaring me at night. Yeah, I know, right? I don't what's he saying?
Oh, doesn't he have a friend?
What am I trying to thought? Yes. So I was thinking that maybe I want to use this pot with the squammy. Look.
With mommy, didn't you?
Instead of the pink one that it's in.
Oh, okay. I like the pink one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not even the pink one then. I don't think this one is sealed, so I don't think this one will be good for hydro.
Oh, like it's not like glaze on it or whatever.
Okay, that's okay. I have another one right here. Oh, but I was saying that the other day, I was telling Harper that we were leaving for school. He was still in school. I think I'm gonna put it in here. Just with this little. I mean, that doesn't look too cute or anything, but it'll do. And so he had just gotten some. This one or this one? Harper.
I like the rainbow one.
Rainbow. Okay. So we were leaving for school because he was still going to school, and he had just gotten a Yoshi and a Mario little stuffed animals from like HEB or whatever. And we're leaving, and he's like, he was playing with Yoshi and Mario, and he's like, bye Yoshi, bye Mario, and he takes like a couple little steps or whatever. He's like, bye Kashi, and I was like, who the fuck is Kashi? I was like, who? I was like, Leo, who's that, baby? And he's like, oh, bye Mario, bye Yoshi, bye Kashi, and I was like, what? So I text my husband, right, and I'm like, hey, is there a character named Kashi in like the Mario movies and like the Mario games and stuff? Because our son is talking to someone or something named Kashi, and he's like, not that I know of, because my husband is very much a huge Mario fan, and like this man wants to buy like the whole old school game system so he can play with Leo, and he doesn't want the new one. So anyways, so I'm like, who's Kashi? Because I'm freaking out a little bit. And my husband's like, I don't know. And I was like, neither do I. Oh my gosh, what the heck? And like for a few days he kept talking to or like about someone named Kashi, and I was like, sir, could you not? Like, could you not please? Yeah, he didn't care. He kept doing it. And then all of a sudden he just stopped. So, you know, I've just seen too many freaky TikToks and stuff, and that sort of stuff just freaks me out. I don't like, I will throw the whole child away. You don't even understand how scared I am of stuff like that. It's just not for me. It's not for me, dog. Not for me.
All right, so I
And
want
obviously I'm joking.
this
That's so cute.
what a stuck leaf looks like. It looks like it's shoved in there, and it's like trying to get open up a little bit. What I usually do injure the leaf. So do this at your own risk.
Do leaf surgery at your own risk.
Exactly.
It's up to you if you want to risk it to get the biscuit. Baby!
Yeah, I think I broke it. Boop, boop.
Carla says, that's my niece. I'm like, girl, don't scare me. Yeah, same. I'm like, sir, could you please? Maybe not. Thank you. And he's like, I don't care, mom. Be scared if you want. I don't care. No, the other day I saw a TikTok where a little girl, like, they're walking to like the kitchen at night, and why did they not I can't even talk. Why did they not turn any lights on? I don't know, but they didn't turn any lights on, and so it's in Spanish. The video's in Spanish, and so the little girl, she's probably like Leo's age, and she's like, hi, like in the pitch black of the kitchen, like they're walking from like the room to the kitchen, and the mom's like, who are you saying hi to, whatever, blah blah blah. And so she's freaking out a little bit, right? And the little girl's like, hi little girl, like she says hi niña, which translates to hi little girl, and she's like, what niña? And like, what little girl? And she like starts hauling ass and leaves the little girl in the kitchen. I was like, honestly, I'm not even gonna judge, because same. I would have done the same thing. Like, what little girl are you talking to? And could you not? Okay, so these roots actually look pretty okay. Like, okay enough to stay in hydro, I think. Nothing looks, oh, some of them, a couple of them look a little bit mushy, but nothing too cray. Yeah, it's just probably the ones that were soil roots before, because I did put this from soil into hydro. You can kind of see some of the old soil on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them off. Harper doesn't approve of cutting roots, but I don't mind it. It's whatever to me. So
As long as
also
it's
they'll
like
come back.
less than a third, it should be okay.
Yeah,
But
but
still.
most of these roots look pretty okay. There's like a couple mushy pieces here and there, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I was too late to prod it a little bit.
You were what?
I was too late. It already rotted.
Oh. You know, that's kind of the reason why I fell out of love with philodendrons, because if they don't have like super high humidity, the way their leaves unfurl is like, it's a headache. Like, I have that one big plant back here, the one like right here. That's a philodendron fuzzy petiole, and she is the pain in my butt. Like the pain in my butt. She grew beautifully while she was in the greenhouse, and then I took her out because she doesn't fit in the greenhouse anymore. And now it like rots the leaves before they even unfurl, and I'm like, ma'am, could you not? But it doesn't care. It does its thing anyways. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in hydro. I'm filling it up about halfway because the roots aren't too long. What? Otra vez, mi amor. Sir, are you already asleep?
Who?
Are you already asleep?
Yes.
Yes. Oh. He's tired. He keeps forgetting things in the truck.
Oh my gosh, I hate it when I do that. I'm like, I go in and out, in and out. When I used to have to leave for work in the morning, are the worst for me and on the plane. I'm always so stiff. I'm so tired. For wake up rested. So when I used on the bus, I be coming in and out of my car several times. I just kept on forgetting things. It was awful. I have to hop on my couch and start my computer up. And I would like to know why I still start late. I do not know.
It just really be like that sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's just like out of your control. You're like so overwhelmed or whatever.
It's 15 to 20 everything. And then as I got sicker, I just kept on getting later and later and later. It was pretty fun. All right. Okay, so this is my newest leaf. So don't ask me to pronounce this plant because I don't know. It kind of, to me, it kind of looks like Worcestershire sauce, but it's like a Wareskii. I don't know.
What is it? Worcestershire?
I say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah.
Look how came
That's
out.
Beautiful.
They started off like this tiny, like teeny tiny, and the thing is just getting okay. So the leaves are pretty much, they look like flames. They go in and out like a lot, and so as a baby they kind of just look like a normal leaf, but as it's growing up it's starting to become wavier on the edges and wavier, and I'm so excited. And when I got it, the leaf fell off, but obviously that didn't slow it down. So yeah, and look, it has a root coming out the bottom. Look at it. Karina. It likes it.
That's a juicy root. That's a very juicy root.
I need to put in it grows the normal.
Oh, I remember the songs. Let me speak that butt. Let me speak that butt. Let me speak that butt. I just remember.
That's the song, or not the whole song.
Yeah, it was like a reel or something, and that was like the soundtrack to it. Like that was the audio to it.
I think that was almost. I'm gonna try to wash this one in the sink because it just has too much. It just has too much in it, and I need to take a breath because the kind of rotted in there because there's some soil and moisture, but it still grew like nobody's business. So
Carla says that's a lot of plants behind you, behind Harbor, behind me. We both have a lot of plants. Like you can't see most of my collection. Most of my collection is in front of me, but I am going to be setting it up to go back there now so that everyone can see my beautiful babies.
That'll look a lot.
Yeah, it's just I like them here because I can see them. I think I'm only going to keep like propagations and stuff on this side.
Yeah.
Just so I can remember to like look at them, but anything that's like full grown, I'll put it back there. Okay, so this one's done. This looks super beautiful and bushy, and I love it.
Enjoys are my favorite. How many babies do
Look
you
at
have?
that. That looks so pretty.
How many babies do you have? I have like plant babies. I have
Plant babies.
probably 200. 200.
Also, hi Ali. I think I have close to 200 too, if you count my propagations, like all my baby allocations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do have 70 seedlings. So, I mean, that kind of adds to it. So that would probably put me at 300, don't you think?
You know what we should do for the people that the few people that showed up? We should give them away a little allocation or a seedling, since we have nothing else to do with them.
Oh, that's true. That's actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
If you
I'll
are
show
lucky,
you guys my props right now. Huh?
we'll in plants.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is done. I put about, yeah, I think that's about a third, right? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so this is what this is gonna look like. I just wish the rainbow was actually colorful, but
Oh, it's not?
it's not. It's a beige ass fucking. I'll color it in. I'll do that. I have no polishes, the rainbow colors. I'll do that. Make myself a little gay pot. Okay, so that's my last plant. But
That's
what I'm
fine.
gonna do for the peeps in the chat, the two of you that are here, I am going to show you my alocasias, and I'm going to show you. I have some burrow marks. That's or burley marks. A lot of people pronounce it different. Propagations. So I will, if you want, I will let you to choose one, and then you can DM me your information so I can send you the plant. Since I'm going to the post office tomorrow anyways. So I'll do that. And then I'll clean up later because I cannot be bothered right now.
Yeah, I have a lot of cleaning up to do.
Yeah, same here. That's the one thing about plant chores. You there's a lot of cleanup afterwards.
Also bought a cordless shark vacuum, a handheld vacuum, and I cannot recommend it enough as a plant parent. I'm always vacuuming up rocks everywhere.
Yeah. I have like a cheapy vacuum from from Amazon or whatever, but it works. I haven't washed it since we had the dogs. So now every time I vacuum it smells like dogs. So I've been sweeping lately, but I need to deep clean it so I can use it again. Because vacuuming is so much easier than sweeping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for a little recap, let me show you. So this is not going to stay in here. It's going to go in another pot. But this is my gigantium. We made them into a little stripper. That's what me and Harper say, because the pole. It's a funny joke. And then I did my squammy. That was a philodendron giganteum. This is a philodendron squamiferum. And then I did my Monstera Peru. And finally, my Potos Enjoy. And 2 are in hydro, 2 are in soil. So they look pretty good. I think I did a good job.
And this is the orange, everything. And I actually did a video on how to make my pond, so that'll be coming up probably the next couple of weeks, probably. But anyway, this is a philodendron Prince of Orange. Oh, hopefully nothing gets knocked over. This is my newest baby. I think it looks like a spaceship. And this is the Anthurium pinklei, I think is what you pronounce it. I'll look it up and hopefully somebody knows how to pronounce it. And then I repotted this little guy. Also cannot remember the name of him. He's such a small little baby. And I broke the leaf off because it was already rotted in there. So hopefully the next one turns out to be better. Where's the other ones? I think. And I did my Then I did my little crouton, or however you pronounce it. It looks like 3 baby little trees, and I kind of love it. And right now it's branching off on one of them, and I kind of want to cut the other ones up to see if they'll branch off as well, so I could have 3 baby mini trees. They'll be so cute. And I can't believe I kept it alive. You got
Okay, so these are some of the allocations that I have. I think these are the more sturdier ones because I have some that are a little bit more fuzzy.
When are you sending that to Papa?
Tomorrow.
Oh, what time?
Why?
I want to make one of those.
You know how hard it's gonna be to send them that? We can send it. I'm sending another box in a few months.
That's what I'm
In
asking.
a couple months.
So I can know.
He wants to
big
make
the
you.
box.
You know how my sign, the Karina's Garden sign that he made me out of stainless. He wants to make you one of those.
Aww. He's turning into my brother.
I know you're turning into their brother.
Huh?
You're turning into their brother.
Oh.
Okay, so these are some of the more like sturdy allocations that I have. These are mostly Maharani. It's a pretty basic alocasia, but it's a beautiful one. Can you pass me that one, baby?
Maharanis. Sorry, Maharanis are one of
I'll
my
show
favorite
you my
allocations.
mother
crying?
plant.
They're so
Who's crying?
beautiful.
Is that one, the Maharani? Please be very careful, sir. Don't touch the baby ones in the front. Don't touch the babies in the front. Thank you. Not him having a whole heart attack. But this is my mother plant here. This is my mother plant. I have mine in chunky perlite, and it also needs to be repotted soon. You can see some corms in there and stuff. So I'll probably wait a little longer so I can pick off the corms. But this is the mom, and this is the baby. So they grow up to be very beautiful. I've grown them both in soil and in hydro, which is this one. Sorry, you're being too loud.
Sorry.
And
It'll be a little bit like
they're like super sturdy. So I like these a lot. It's like, I don't know, just the texture is really beautiful. And then I have a couple of these. Oh, and I have it in regular room humidity too, which my regular humidity is about 50, anywhere from 50 to 60. And then I have these are called pink. Actually, yeah, these are the Ivory Coast. They have a pink stem, or like a pink petiole. I have this is an Alocasia Bambino. It's like a longer, leathery kind of look to it. And then if you're not into alocasias because alocasias are very fuzzy, I do have some burrow marks. These are propagations from 2 leaves that Harper sent me. I have like 10 of these. This is not like a super rare plant, but it's not like rarely available at like Home Depot or anything like that either. Super easy grower. It grows like a beast. This was literally a single node. And so I have like all of these. So if you made it to our live today, and I'm going to screenshot the screen right now so I know that nobody's lying. I'm going to screenshot the viewers, the people who have been commenting, and if you like a free plant, DM me. I will put, I think our information is already down in the description box, and I'll go ahead and mail out whichever plant you choose. So screenshot it, send me the picture of the one you want, and I'll mail it out tomorrow. If you can do it as soon as possible, that'd be great. And if not, if you don't want to plant, that's okay too. I just figured since you guys made it to our first live, you know. But yeah.
Planties.
Huh? Let me mute myself because I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I just said chit chat and planties instead of plantitas. You know, we're a little bit risque. I have nothing else to shout. You're muted.
I know. That one is cool. Which one? The burley marks? The last one? Screenshot the one you want, Carla, and I got you. I'm going to the post office tomorrow around maybe noonish, like maybe 1. I don't wake up early. I just don't, especially in the summer. I wake up early all year round because Theo goes to school, but I'm not waking up early in the summer. But whichever one you choose, and I'll send me your info, send me a screenshot of the picture, and I'll pack it up and like send it to you tomorrow. I still gotta finish packing up your stuff too. I have like 3 plants left to pack for you, and then I gotta pack Ove stuff too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was pretty productive. We've been here for almost 2 hours, but we got a lot done, I think.
Done.
Mm-hmm. You are done or you're not done?
I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was really good. That was a good first live, I think. We figured out background music.
Yes, background music.
That's
definitely.
cool. Yeah, that's cool. We figured out that not all the people who are watching and following are like actual plant people, but they want to be, and that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that for us. And we also heard my husband talk with helium voice, which was super hilarious. Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
No? All right, well, thank you everyone for watching. All 3 of you are amazing. I love you so much. Y'all the real ones. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.